Hey. Hello. Hi. How'd I do? Hey everybody! Welcome back to House Parties. It's actually our last House Party video of the school year. We've had tons of awesome conversations from these House Party videos with you guys. We're really excited about what's coming next, but we're really excited that we got the time to do these House Party videos.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, now we're into our game segment where Landry and Stetson will be doing a knockoff version of the Whisper Challenge. The way this works is one of them will put on headphones, noise-canceling headphones that will play music so loud that when the other person is whispering to them, they won't be able to hear, and they're trying to guess what the other one is saying. I've written out suggestions for each of them, but they don't have to follow them. And I've also made custom music for them to listen to while the other person is whispering one of the clips in this custom song is Stetson's version of what he would like me to wake up to in the morning. So, are we ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, Landry will go first. And here's the song. Go ahead, Stetson.
I love pizza with extra cheese.
I love minestrone with cheese.
The sun is shining and the birds are singing.
The dirty minestrone with cheese.
Let's go for a walk in the park.
It's awful what you'll do tomorrow.
What? These are so dark.
That's what it looks like.
All right, we should switch.
Okay.
Here we go. And this time, I didn't give the chance for the audio to play long enough without you guys talking for them to hear it. So we're gonna play the audio a little bit and then I'll signal you when you can go, Landry.
Cool.
All right, and go.
Steven! Wake up, Steven! It's time to get out of bed! You're a grown man now, Steven! You need to get out of bed! You need to do something with your life, Steven!
I can't wait for summer.
I have wet football.
I can't wait for summer.
I can't wait for summer.
Got it. All right. Singing in the shower is my guilty pleasure.
Again.
Singing in the shower is my guilty pleasure.
It's so weird watching your mouth move.
We gotta try again.
Ice cream is my favorite dessert, especially chocolate.
Oh, it looks so different every time. Last time it looked like I said, I'll have to tell you about that later while we get Chinese.
Reading books is a great way to relax and unwind.
Oh my gosh, I give up. What is it?
So, he's been changing each time.
Yeah, it's a different one every time.
Oh, well, that's why that's so Okay, then let's just make me the whole list.
Reading books is a great way to relax and unwind.
Did you hear that story about the bear attack? Wild. Next one. Chocolate chip cookies are my weakness.
Chocolate chip cookies is mine.
It was well done.
You actually verbatim got like 2 of them.
Wow!
Yeah, it was well done. Most of them you didn't get right. You didn't get most of them
I thought I was
correct at all. No.
No, it was really bad.
Yeah.
That was good. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. It's really hard.
I hope you enjoyed it more than I did.
I hope you enjoyed the music that I played.
The music, so good.
Hello everybody, welcome to another announcement from my office here at Zoe's. If you're at Zoe's, come say hi to me and Landry if you see us in the big windows up above. Okay, we have a missions trip coming up to Alamosa. Guess how many spots are left? You're wrong. The answer was 2. As of this recording, maybe there's 0. Maybe I'm wrong. But if you want to go, your chances are small, if not non-existent at this point. But I hope if you want to go, you sign up and that there are spots left. So you should come on the missions trip. It's going to be incredible.
And so today, for our last video, we are going to be talking a little bit about fulfillment and serving and how that equates to like a fulfilling life with Jesus. I don't know, set some thoughts.
Yeah, so here's the deal. It seems like that God has built this law or this rule into the fabric of all reality, and it holds the universe together, and it's this thing where it's like, if you want the most fulfilling and purposeful and meaningful life imaginable, spend your life loving and serving other people. And that might sound kind of illogical, but we're in the last part of this series. We talked about, what are you passionate about? What does God make you passionate about? What are you good at? What has God made you good at? And taking this cosmic law of the universe that God has placed into everything, if you use your passions to love other people, if you use your skills to love and serve other people, you will unlock the most incredible version of those passions and those abilities.
Yeah, and we've seen that time and time again in our lives, students, our friends, or even in our own lives. Rather, where people get together and serve and put themselves after others. Rather, it's like, wow, this crazy cool thing gets unlocked inside you, and you're like, wow, I'm part of something bigger. I am doing something more meaningful than it was before. Not to say that a lot of the stuff that you guys do isn't meaningful already, because I know it is. But it's like unlocking was the right word. It's like, wow, there's this new level. What's that about?
So I think all of us in life, we all want to make an impact. I think your generation specifically really wants to make an impact. And I also think all of us across the board, we really want a fulfilling life. But I think sometimes it feels like we have to choose one or the other. It feels like if we spend our life giving what we have for other people, we're going to have a bad life because we have less. And it feels like if we spend our life focusing on how do we have a good life, we're going to hoard a bunch of stuff for ourselves or have a good life, but we're not going to have any time to make an impact on other people. But what if we could do both? And that's kind of the mystery that Jesus unlocks in the way that he teaches us to live.
A verse that I really like for this idea is Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. And there's a lot of good stuff before and after it, but I'm trying to keep it a bit succinct. And the verse goes, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself." Which, it's like, okay, Landry, you're telling me to value others above myself. But what the writer of this book does after that is explain the character of Jesus and why it's so important to value others above ourselves. And it talks about how Jesus had this incredible opportunity to be placed in this position of leadership, of trustedness, of visionary. He could see things that other people couldn't see, is what I'm getting at. And how that was so significant for not only the people he was around, like his friend group and the people who followed him, but like it ended up being really significant for all of humanity. And so Paul is like, no, do nothing out of vain conceit, but like value other people. That will put you in a place of trustedness, of leadership, of people coming to you when they need something, instead of like, oh, that person's kind of all about themselves, I don't trust them. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a really beautiful picture of kind of what we're talking about. But our minds, when we hear that, we're like, oh, that sounds great. Wait, actually, that sounds terrible. That sounds like a miserable life, but it's not. And there's another place in the Bible where Jesus kind of unlocks this cosmic rule of the universe that I was talking about. It's in Luke chapter 6, verse 38. He says this, "Give, and it will be given to you." And he says, "A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over." He's talking about this basket of grain where like they would fill a basket of grain and then they would press it down to make sure it was as full as it possibly could be, and then running over is like it's even fuller than that. It will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. So he's basically saying it's like as illogical as this sounds, when you give your time, your energy, your love, your passion, your skill, your ability to others, it gets given back to you. And when you use, like when you measure it out, it's going to be measured back to you. Hello, welcome back to another announcement here at my office. Think back to when you started 7th grade. It was terrible, right? I don't know, maybe you loved it. But do you remember the first time you came to CC students, regardless of what age you were? It's kind of intimidating, especially when you come to like a student night. And the very first night that these brand new group of 7th graders are going to be coming to CC students is our very first summer night at Zoe's. And that's going to be really intimidating for them. But imagine what it would have been like for you if all of like the high schoolers and the upperclassmen and the 8th graders acted super excited as if you were really cool. And they got to know your name and they thought that you were incredible. Man, that would be so good. I really want us, and Landry, he really wants us to make this such an incredible experience for these brand new 7th graders. So if you're walking by and you go, loser, well, we're never going to see that kid again. Like, seriously, we're never going to see that kid again. So don't do that. Don't be mean. Be kind. Be loving. It's going to change their whole experience, and it could change their life.
Okay, so are there any ways like we could apply this today as we go out and like to our friend groups, to hang out wherever we're hanging out, things like that?
Yeah. Maybe you can speak to that better. But for me, I think it's like really think about the stuff that we've talked about in a new way. Think about what you're passionate about. Think about what you're good at. If you figure out how to use what you're passionate about to love other people, you will unlock the most beautiful version of those passions. If you use what you're good at to love other people, you will discover the most incredible version of the things that you're good at. And that starts now. So if you just take time and reflect, it's like, okay, what am I passionate about? What am I good at? How can I love other people with that? Some really amazing things will happen. Like, I think the contrast, like you see a lot of celebrities who have made a good life for themselves by being really good and passionate about something. But then you hear about Keanu Reeves, who is like famous for being this humble, kind human being who uses his money to give to charity. He's like giving seats up in the subway and he's riding the subway. It's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like he uses what he's good at when he's passionate about to love other people. And we see the impact that that makes compared to other people who just do it to afford a mansion and boats.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so a really good practical way to start doing this to kind of be that Keanu Reeves figure in your group. I don't know, start with that thing that we talked about last week. If you were here last week, we talked about something that we thought we were really good at and how we could like invite God to be alongside that and how there are ways to grow in that. Great. Think about that thing. It's a good place to start. Are there other people there? Ask them how they're doing. Ask them, is there anything that you could do for them at this time? It could be as simple as like hanging out with them, or maybe they're like, actually I need to talk about something. That could be a great way to do just a tiny bit of service that is actually not that tiny. It actually goes a long way in serving people who might need you in that area. And then you can begin to look at other areas you could do that, like, okay, maybe outside that group, in my school group, or in my sports team group, or in my debate club, or some of you guys are in other groups that are totally different than that do totally different stuff in those groups. I don't know. People need you guys. Need that care that you have inside your hearts, that you're like, wow, I care so much about this. What can I do about it? You can start by asking people what they need.
Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that last house party video. It's the last one for the school year. I'm so excited that we had the chance to do all these really awesome house party videos and lots of awesome discussions that we had with you guys. But starting May 24th is our summer nights. Summer nights looks a lot like student night in that it's the big group gathering, but this one is a large group gathering for you guys to experience relationship with each other and also to experience Jesus. It's going to be really cool. There's going to be games. There's going to be teams where you compete for points in competitive sports. It's going to be really awesome. On top of that, there's tons of events. Steven, you can put the picture here, there. You see it? Great. Of all the cool stuff that we are going to be doing. We're going to have an awesome time on a mission trip. We're going to be having an incredible day at the lake with our friends. And we're going to watch a movie at the Crest and eat some popcorn and watch an incredible film. All during our summer events that we're going to be having summer nights on the Wednesdays in between. It's going to be awesome. If you guys want to go a little bit deeper this summer, you want to talk about like why was Jesus resurrected? Who is that? What happened when he died on the cross? What does that mean? We're doing Youth Alpha this summer as well. If you are at all interested in that, be on the lookout for some parent emails and some more information that's coming soon. And last but not least, our very own leader, Jillian, is hosting a Bible study starting on Sunday mornings at 9. It's starting this Sunday, May 21st. If you want to know more about that, talk to your leader. It's going to be an awesome time to go deep, learning what the scriptures are saying, maybe in different translations and languages. If that's your thing, talk to one of your leaders and get in contact with Jillian about how you can get there on Sunday. I think that's it for today. We're so glad you guys have stuck with us for house party videos this whole semester. This is the last one once again. So we will see you guys at summer nights. Have a good one.